do
We're
kind of
live.
thing, and we just goes. Oh, we're live. Oh, nice. Okay. What's up, everybody? This is podcast episode 3 with myself. We've got Happy Man, we've got
Hello
Aspirated, and we've got a wonderful little special guest tonight. We've got lovely Raph.
Hello there.
Copy.
Good guys. How's everyone doing tonight?
I'm doing well. You?
Yeah, we're doing good.
Finally
I'm quite
getting
tired.
the podcast started.
Yeah, exactly. After how many delays?
Things
See how
happen.
many trials and
Beasts don't go to
tribulations
sleep.
we have gone through.
Yeah, exactly. Had to get the tranquilizer darts out, you know.
Wait a minute.
Oh, damn.
Should we just go over the fact he's just talking about tranquilizing the beast?
Yo, don't say tranquilizing the beast. That sounds like an innuendo. Oh, man.
It was
Oh,
awesome, isn't
dear.
it?
Let's have a look. Right, so I feel like we should just skip past all of that and go straight on to our fucking subjects for this evening.
Well, you're not going to
Oh,
talk to your chat?
batter front tips and tricks. You smell
you've
of
got
cheese
batty
and salad
front.
cream. Oh,
Yo, very nice, that's great.
he's got you there.
What Cat's Box, how's it going? Oh, you've put that one up. I thought he was gonna put a different one up.
No.
You
I cop-
bitch.
I copied this one. I told you about it last week. Saturday, I said I
Oh man.
They can all see your spelling mistake. Batter front.
Yeah, no. Batty front.
We're
What time
good,
did I
how
do
are
this?
you,
What,
Nick?
like 1
Front.
a.m.?
Our walls batter front.
That's Batty front. Come on, man. Get it right.
Batter front, that's what I have on my fish.
Oh man.
Very quick.
Right. Anyway, let's start off with the Lego Star Wars game. What does everyone think about it? Anyone played it? Anyone heard anything
I have
about
not
it?
played it, but it looks so
Doesn't it
good.
come out tomorrow?
It comes
There-
out
there is
tomorrow.
demos, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe some of you guys like got big bucks and got it early somehow. Probably.
I wish. Wait. There might
Well,
actually be
he's
a demo
just-
that I can download.
My dad works at Traveller's Tales.
Yo. That
Skywalker
caravan
Saga. Let's have a look. £40. £50 if you want the actual, like the pre-order deluxe edition.
What does the deluxe get you?
I actually have no idea. It doesn't
A
really
kiss
say.
on the forehead.
Probably.
I think it's just
What?
like some extra like skins or something.
The
which
actual
is
game
not
Same
bad.
look,
does
yeah.
look. sick.
Yeah. I think like there was over like more than 300 characters this time around in this
Yeah,
game.
there's over
Is it-
300.
it's
and
very
there's-
cool.
My only question is, how can they fit that many characters into one Lego game?
Probably like the
Yeah.
memory's just increased or the storage.
Well, not
Probably
like,
for
it.
is there even 300 characters to put in the game?
I think
I think
it's
Gonna be
some of
playing
them are
like
also
fucking
just-
Wa-
Some of them
You're
are
gonna be playing
reskins as well.
Because they're going to be playing as fucking Watto or something.
They probably have like 5 skins of Watto in that case.
Yeah. They also got the Gog droid that you can actually play with, which is pretty cool as well.
So the
You
gold
can literally
Yeah,
just
he's
play
got
one
full
just literally
fighting
like Gog.
sequence and everything.
Yeah,
Oh, is
exactly.
he?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
look
yeah.
it up, and like,
Right.
there's like YouTube videos, and people have got footage of it, of how he fights, and he full of like jumps up in the air.
What,
Starts
the Gonk droid can fight?
the Gonk droid.
Yeah,
can
exactly.
fight.
The Gonk
Yeah.
droid has combat capability, right? I might actually buy the game.
I was gonna say that's kind of
It's
the selling point for me.
Yeah.
It looks really good in all fairness.
You can
Anyone
hook people
play
up as they're gone.
Back in the day, and if you watch the Indiana Jones trailer for the Lego game, you got Indiana Jones in Lego Star Wars: Complete Saga. You, like unlock him to buy it. Did anyone know that?
I did not
No.
know. I played the older, like the old Lego games and everything, even Indiana Jones, old Batman, but I did not know that.
No, Ben,
Come on.
wasn't the hardest level when you were like Mustafar and you had to like you were Obi-Wan, you had to like complete the jumping puzzles like over and the Mustafar all the lava bit, and honestly the amount of times I died to that when I was a kid I just raged so hard.
I think I had my brother with me when I
But
did it.
yeah.
I think you just probably tapped a game. I did that first time. I distinctly remember that. Yeah, man.
Oh my god.
I mean, I feel like the unfortunate one out of the bunch because I didn't have the actual like on the Xbox or whatever or PS3. I didn't have that version of the Complete Saga. I had the Nintendo DS version.
That's
Oh,
what I
get
played.
out.
So that
Oh yeah.
Batman on. So I played it. I
That's
played it
my
on PS2.
childhood.
The other games.
my childhood was Lego Star Wars Complete Saga on DS. and it fucking slaps though.
Oh yeah, they all
You
slap.
can't.
Yeah, no,
you
that's
can't
fair.
tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
There are Pirates of the Caribbean Lego as well.
That was a good one. I liked that one.
I've never played that one.
And
Was
you
it
could
any
like
good?
go under the water with like when you had the right characters and everything.
I just remember running
Mm.
like an idiot as Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, he used to run like an idiot, but it was like a quirky sort of thing, and he was badass. The fighting was good in it as well.
Also, there's one thing I want to talk about the new Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga is apparently mumble mode is a thing.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know how they kind of all talk in like mumbles and grunts and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, you can turn that into a thing, so
old
it's not.
original Lego
full.
set up.
Yeah.
They've set it up so you can like toggle that on and off now.
Mm.
So
You-
the whole
instead of
thing can
having
have voice actors, but you
complete-
can also do that.
The stupid
Yeah.
Lego.
What mode are you gonna
can
have
be
it though?
funny.
I'm gonna have to
Are you
have
gonna have it,
voices.
Mum?
Just because
Probably
it's
so.
like the comedic effect, like for some of the bits from what I've heard,
Mm.
includes the voices. Like some of the leaked scenes show like they like start talking to each other with added lines.
Saw the
I've seen the
it's
hello
got the
there
high ground
scene. I've seen the
Yeah,
hello
I've seen
there
the high
scene.
ground scene. I've also seen. Have you seen the what's it called Annie dinner, like the Anakin dinner scene?
nah,
Oh no.
It is quite funny.
take your word for it. Your word for it. Oh man.
But yeah, it is a
thank you,
really, it's a good scene, and I've seen a couple of other ones like I've seen the Ray scene at the end, like the fight.
Oh,
final
yeah.
Scene. I've seen that.
What,
kind
mean-
of
Ray
thing.
Skywalker.
And it wouldn't make sense without the words.
Ray
Some of the stuff
Skywalker.
that happens in it. So I'm
I
not
mean,
sure if they
literally,
actually, like change the game.
I mean, literally, I saw people online saying that scene was better than the
Actual one.
than
actual
the actual film.
Yeah.
Because at least there's like funny bits in it. But in that film, I wish they had the Force Ghost to
It
like
would've been
show
really
it.
good, but it would have been hard, seeing as their
yeah,
CGI is
exactly.
not the best. Let's say.
Yeah. But also with Lego with the new game as well in terms of the price point as well. I mean, I know this is slightly going off the topic, but for 40 quid, I don't think that's actually bad compared to like FIFA every year, which is releasing for like
Yeah.
60, which is like releasing for like 60 quid. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on that?
If you're buying FIFA, why? Why not buy?
No, I know, I've
Why,
never.
why not
bought
buy
FIFA.
Skywalker Saga? Let's be honest here. It's a beautiful game.
Yeah.
If it comes out and it starts getting shit, I might cry. Like if people start saying it's terrible, that might be the end of me.
You know that's happening though, because everyone's
It'll be the end of
remembered
Happy
childhood,
M46. How did he die? Like we're all just at Happy's funeral, and it's just like, so how did he die? Disappointment.
The thing we got to be careful of though is everyone's got this childhood memories, you know, and when you look back on something, you make it out to be a lot better than it was. I
Yeah.
think everyone's
there is
bigging out
that,
this massive thing, and I don't think it's going to deliver. If I'm honest.
Oh,
I think it'd be
Louis,
good.
don't
I
say
don't think
that.
it's gonna-
Don't say you can.
I don't think it's going to deliver as much as everyone's hoping, but I think it will still be good.
No, do you know what's gonna make
Apparently
it better?
What?
I'm gonna load it up and I'm gonna play it with my dad, which is what we did when I first played. I'm gonna like play it with my brother, play it with the people that I used to play it with when I first played the game, and I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish that whole thing with these lads. I have told a lot of people that I'll play the whole game with them.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna get it on
I
PC.
swear-
Like 7
I
save
swear-
files.
One question is, one thing I want to know is, will they have couch co-op?
Yeah. They won't
Good.
have online multiplayer co-op, but they said they'll have split screen
The
sort of thing.
Yeah, the split screen.
Yeah.
Is that's a staple of Lego games. You can't get rid of that.
You guys remember doing that little duel thing where you could 1v1 people?
No.
Yeah.
There was a little section. It was I think it was one of the PS3 Xbox 360 edition. You could go to this separate.
I wouldn't
room.
have known about it then.
Yeah.
It was not a part of my world. It
No
was
worries,
just me
but,
all alone on the Nintendo DSi.
You could 1v1, and basically, if you played as Dooku, you could just electrocute them to death, and there was nothing they could do about it.
Oh,
What,
that
like
seems overpowered.
PvP on Lego Star Wars.
Yeah, literally, it was so overpowered. You just sit there electrocuting them, and it should be whoever could get the electrocute off first. No skill at all. But you could play as some blaster characters and be able to punch through the lightsabers.
Jesus. I remember
great.
playing what's it called? I found the old my old PlayStation 2 games, And this whole like all the time I've had it, I've looked over this game and never played it before. I picked this game up, like Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith, the original video game. Some of the best lightsaber mechanics I've ever seen for PvP. It's got like all the different force abilities. You can throw people around. You can fight them. You can do small force pushes. You can lift them up. You can. I was sitting there. I was like, "Where is this now? We need a game like this now."
Exactly.
It was so. It was like a balanced fighting mechanic that I could like full on.
It was
like
an actual good fighting game.
Yeah.
Year
Like,
of our Lord
if that was like
2020.
modern graphics, I would be all for it.
Speak about that as well. Like there was recently like a new Boba Fett game that was supposed to come out. I don't know if anyone's seen about that. But then it got
Bounty Hunter
cancelled.
one, yeah.
Yeah, but then it got cancelled like due to I'm not sure why, like due to probably like money or something. But if that game
No,
came
I
out, I
swear
think
there
that would
was-
have been sick.
I mean, I know that there was meant to be. I can't remember if it was a Boba Fett game or a Jango Fett game.
I think it's
In this,
probably
and it was meant to be released, but I'm talking a few years ago.
yeah.
And it was, it was because Disney bought out LucasArts because it was and they cancelled it because it was gonna be a specific like Peggy 18 sort of game. It was gonna be properly sort of brutal in it, not like just violence for the sake of violence, but sort of,
Yeah, that's true.
it was gonna be more sort of hard on it, not shying away from
More like
sort of
the
being
gore.
more mature. It was
Yeah.
just sort of more mature in its tones and storylines, and yeah, Disney just didn't like that or something. So they
Disney, of course they're not gonna like
Oh.
it.
Yeah.
They're evil. The sequels. After that, they better. This better be like good.
I do have to say
They
that
met-
the TV series are though really good from Disney.
they
Yeah.
better
The
shit on the
Mandalorian,
sequel.
all of them, yeah. Just the sequels, really.
The sequel,
agreed.
the sequels, the films weren't the best. Obviously, there's been a lot of like hate for them. However, the series have been beautiful, and the amount of series we're getting.
Yeah, the Obi-Wan like
Yeah.
stuff's coming out like less than. Is it
Yeah,
this
this one's
month or is he?
Next month.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy to think about that.
I think the sequels they get a lot of shit, but to be fair, I understand why they did the kind of storyline they did within the first two episodes because they needed to get that familiarity back of it being Star Wars.
Yeah.
They can't just go on a complete new thing, doing something different. Obviously, Starkiller Base is a bit like the Death Star, so obviously it's kind of going back over that, and it gets you back into that kind of mindset. So yeah, although it kind of seems like a copy, I can kind of get why they went that way to try and get that familiarity back. I just feel like they just didn't have it. Like, has anyone seen the what do you call it, the original script for the ending?
No.
There's
what was
a
the ending?
released original script.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was like the original script, but there was like the original like ideas. It was sick.
Was it?
like,
Are you talking about George Lucas's idea of bringing back like?
No.
He was bringing back like a lots of Sith from Legend, I think, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
That would've
no,
been
it's not
cool.
that one. It's one where basically instead of doing how it ended, there was like basically they had a giant thing going on in a village, like a city somewhere, and it was like rebels that had like taken over like not 8080s but 80SDs, like made them like raider style things. There's like rusted metal plate work on it and stuff, a bit like what it was like in the Mandalorian, stuff like that. It's like a massive like ground war as well as having the above like sky wall going on.
Yeah.
It looks sick, like genuinely, and it would have made Finn a much better character instead of being a little bitch.
I
Yeah,
thought he
kind
was
of
going to be a
like
Jedi.
Finn.
No, we all
yeah,
thought
Finn-
it from the trailer. We all thought he was gonna be a Jedi.
It'd been cool if he was like Mace Windu's descendant or something as well.
Bro.
Can you
Literally.
imagine?
I mean, from Force Awakens, we didn't really have like any Star Wars like content except maybe from Rebels mainly. So everyone was like completely hyped, and that was like, I think in the first 24 hours, that was like the most viewed trailer on YouTube. That's how much hype this film, the film had. But did it actually live up to the hype? I mean, it was an alright movie, but I mean, was it kind of cliche? Like we already knew what was gonna happen. That's why I like Rogue One so much, because like you didn't like really expect what was gonna happen. You didn't realize that that they were all gonna die. It was a completely different
Oh,
Star Wars
spoiler
film.
alert! Spoiler alert! Yeah, you
Everyone's
done
seen it. We're a Star Wars channel. Everyone has seen. Everyone has seen it.
If they haven't seen it, then
Oh.
they deserved it.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, then send me a
It's a good
message
film.
and we'll wrap up the arse for you.
Just a
It's
couple
definitely
of-
worth the watch. Though. There's a lot of twists in it.
Yeah. What else have we got to talk about?
That was Battlefront tips and tricks. Let's go.
Excuse me, did you
Right.
pronounce that wrong there?
Sorry,
Oh.
Star Wars Battlefront.
What the?
Well, I'm going to leave the call because I know nothing about this.
And we'll let Mr. Happy Main take the lead on
I
this
mean-
one.
Raph can join as well.
Yeah.
Raph's played the game more than me.
I mean, I've
See-
played it since we played it since the beginning, right, Ben? Or
I
like when
I played this literally 2020. I started playing Battlefront.
Yeah,
So-
because,
so
the-
only when it literally well, like I think it was like when it stopped getting developed, when they released it for free on
yeah.
PlayStation Plus. I got it a month before that.
Oh, okay. No, so what happened was the launch was like really bad because like there was loot boxes, which is typical for EA. So it took them probably like a year or so with no content and they were all just focusing to revamp like the loot box system. So that's why
Yeah.
it had a really poor start. But then the amount of people that came in after was like unimaginable to them. But all the developers started so EA decided to shut down the game, but the amount of players that were coming in, it didn't make any sense because all the developers were going to work on the new Battlefield, I think it
Battlefield.
was. And
Just
we all know how
Battlefield,
that
wasn't it?
and we all know how that game turned out. It was absolutely rubbish. So they should
Before
have probably
you-
focused on they probably should have
Battlefront.
focused on Battlefront, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were planning to add Ahsoka to the game, weren't they?
Ahsoka
And
and
the
Vader.
Adventure.
Exactly, yeah. But all we got
And they
was like
never did.
all we got was like BB-8, but I mean I don't mind,
Fucking
but
BB-8, which
but
was
Ahsoka over
unnecessary.
BB-8, 100%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They also
But, I mean-
they looked at adding like Dengar and everything, didn't they? But they added him to the first game, I think. I'm not too sure.
No, they did, but the one bad thing about the very first Star Wars Battlefront was you had to pay for the expansions. So every time, which was like about 20 quid each time. But I mean, the good thing about Battlefront 2 was all the expansions were free, but they took ages to like get
Yeah.
done though.
Now,
And now we have
Yeah,
the final
exactly.
version, which will never be updated again.
Well, I don't
Which is
know why.
really
Why
sad.
didn't-
They should
it
It's
have
still
come
hasn't
out-
been updated since like 2019.
The thing is, when me and Ben play it, it still has an active player base. Like we can literally find a game in seconds, isn't that right?
Yeah. It is very
So I don't know
annoying
why
how,
they stopped
like,
updating.
But yeah, let's move on to some tips and tricks of what we've learned.
Yeah.
Toxic
Well,
players
the first thing
everywhere.
the first thing we can tell you that Battlefront 2, when you're on PC, is a very toxic community. Let's just say that.
I
With the
just-
amount of times where me and Happy have just seen a bunch of kids saying, "Oh no, you didn't 1v1, but you literally hit
You
two of us." Like, and you're just
they all want
complaining
the
and just
1v1, but
whining.
they don't want to do it unless it works for them
Yeah,
Their terms,
exactly.
every
But,
single time. As it's the same on PlayStation, it just gets a lot more toxic on PC. Purely
Yeah,
just
exactly.
because there's a chat box.
But tips and tricks though. So it depends. So for your blasters, you mainly want to choose. What I do is all the shocker people, which have like a shock ability, which makes them free still. So
This is
once
for
you
your
like use,
if you're doing like lightsaber fights
yeah, exactly.
or
So-
anything in Heroes. Shocking people is the best thing you can do.
hmm So when we use Lando, for example, or Chewbacca, so we will literally just be using the shock ability and then freezing them, which is pretty cool. And then we can literally just spam, literally spam on their head to get them down to like a low HP. But then the lightsaber, who's probably we'll say for example Vader versus Lando, he'll probably just keep on just attacking you. So you have to like use the combat rolls. for example, and then you just still spam them in the head, and you could probably just kill them
Conserving
just
your
like that.
stamina and your combat rolls is the main key.
Yeah,
Combat rolls
exactly.
like so underrated.
It's Chewy, right? If you do the shock, right, and then they're obviously stood still, put the explosive bowcaster and get them headshots, they'll be down to nothing. You can just sprint in there with the grounder slam, and that's it, done.
That
Any
is so
hero
true.
done.
Yeah,
I mean, like, if you're doing, I don't know if people do a lot of co-op and stuff. If you're doing the indoors Camino one, not the one when you're in the ship, but on the actual cloner base, on those tunnels and stuff, again with the shock, just freeze them out in the open so they're out that little bit, those little bits of cover, and your teammates can just blast the heck out of them. Or just run down those corridors, do that ground slam, you get like 5 kills minimum each time. It slaps.
I have to say,
But agree.
Chewie is one of my favorite like heroes to play, especially my favorite like gun hero against the lightsaber, just because if you use the explosive hits, it's so good. You literally like, it's so overpowered because they can't block it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
So if you're at a distance and they're going towards you, even if they're trying to block them, especially like if you get into an open place and they're trying to block you, they can't do anything because they can't
But as
block.
well, Happy and Louis, what do you think? Do you think is the best character in terms of? Let's start with the dark side. Who do you think is the best?
See, it's a matter of opinion. What are we using them for? Because
I mean,
there's different. things
Say
you can do.
lightsaber versus lightsaber. Who are you gonna pick? I mean,
Well,
I
see-
know who I would pick straight away.
I'm
I think
against
I
the
think I
saber.
could
Yeah.
guess. I think I could guess for Louis. If you had to pick a lightsaber, I reckon it's probably. I'd say Maul.
Yeah.
I know
See,
he-
I
yeah.
like Maul, but I can't actually play sabers for shit. So I have to play blasters, even if I'm going against a saber. For
Yeah.
me, going against a saber, I'd pick Boba Fett just purely because I'm a little bitch with that, and I'll find some stupid spot where you can't get me, and I'll just keep concussion rocking it in the shit out of you until my buddy comes along, shoves his lightsaber right up your rear end.
Me.
Exactly.
But I'd have to say Vader because the amount of health that guy has,
He is
and you
really
can also,
good.
if you press his L1 and R1 ability, it literally increases his health to 250, and you get a damage boost as well by 25%, which is crazy.
Vader's like
It
one
is
of the most
stupid
well-known
spot.
overpowered ones.
Mm.
That's like the whole thing in the community is that he's overpowered. That's what everybody knows. He's the overpowered character.
I mean,
But
the
for
other
the-
day we were playing. I don't know if we got it on stream or not. I don't think we did, but I was playing with Happy, and there was this Vader. He just kept spamming that ability, and it was so fucking
Yeah.
frustrating. Happy getting down to nothing. And he's like, "Yeah, no worries. He's got my gold health," and it's just
Gold
like,
health
"Fuck
back."
off, seriously." Stupid. And it'll go down, and then like 2 seconds later, oh yeah, there it is. It's back again. No worries. Like run out of stamina and then fuck off.
But I think the best blaster for the dark side for me it would probably be Iden or Boba, because Iden with this shock ability and the like the little blue ball thing where you can literally just shoot it out. I'm not
Yeah,
sure what
shoot
it's
and
called,
shoot
but like
through their block.
Raph just
Yeah, the
explodes
little-
himself up in blue balls.
it is what you shoot. I don't know what to describe it as.
Oh, fair play. I know. I agree with the Boba sense. I don't like Iden so much. I'm more of a Phasma because obviously with that drone.
Oh, the
you
shock
fly in
droid,
there,
yeah.
Droid.
and you're
Yeah.
done. Any lightsaber tries getting you now, mate. The only way they can get you is by pulling you out, and you can just combat roll back in, so you'll be fine. That's pretty good.
But- Should we go on to the light side now? For the
Yeah, sure.
lightsaber? For the lightsaber, I'd have to say either Obi-Wan or Anakin, maybe. Just because Obi-Wan, his stamina is probably one of the best
He
there
is
in the
beautiful.
games. So, and his health regen, you could probably gen up to, if you're like half health, you could probably regen all of that back to a significant good amount.
He's got the
but what do you
confused
want-
ball, isn't he?
Yeah, he can stop all your abilities, so you're just left with blocking and attacking, which can be beneficial as well.
He's got a hefty push as well. Am I right?
That hefty push. The only
Yeah,
thing I like
yeah.
about hefty push is that you have to charge it up.
Yeah.
It does annoy
But
me,
then
but I
again,
mean,
you can get back far enough, and they're running towards you, and they don't realise what you're doing. Then you know what I
Exactly.
mean?
and you can get distance on it. So if it's like, if it's a what's it called? If it's a gun person, you can get the distance on them.
Yeah.
Like they're shooting from far away. You use that force thing. I think you take reduced damage as well. I'm assuming because a lot of people do that.
Yeah,
if
you
they've
do.
got build
Yeah.
up things, And if they're far away, and if you do that, then you can get them from ages away without even having to get close quarters, which is a good way to like get them to ragdoll without having to actually like get close quarters and take the damage to get there.
Yeah, exactly.
So
As
that
well,
is a really good advantage.
As well, I was happy. I remember you telling me that Ray was also good for
Ray is
1v1s.
really good. Yep,
Yeah.
3 dodges if you use one of her star cards, I believe, which is
Yeah,
like,
exactly,
dodges
that's
are
crazy.
really good, and knocking players over with the special ability, what's it called? Her dash just knocks players over.
Okay, but what about Blaster now for the light side?
Huey,
So-
Han, Leia in that order.
Yeah, I'd probably go Chewbacca just because of the shock, then Lando, then Han and Leia. But I know
don't
Louis,
like
you
Leia.
always like to play. What?
I don't like Leia. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I don't know how
she's
to
alright.
play
Good against
level
Boba.
3.
yeah, she's alright. It's just her E11 can melt
Yeah.
can melt the stamina off lightsabers. So I guess that's one really good thing. But apart from that, that's all she's really got going for her. Her R1 ability is just a shield, but it doesn't really do much. If a
Hey
lightsaber
mate,
can just go through it.
if you ever going against a Boba and you're Leia, you put that shield down, he's fucked. He can't do anything against you, so he has to come down to your level, and
That
then
is
you
true.
whack on your double bumper ability, and you just wipe him. Obviously, he's been using all of his stuff flying around, bombing the shit out of you, but you've been in this, and then by the time he gets down there, he's got no jetpack. Run out of there, blast the heck out of him. And the grenades, well, I think you get 3 grenades. It's not bad for a bit of damage, especially if you don't mind doing a little cheeky 2v1.
Yeah. As well, Han's also really good. His detonator, his L1 ability is probably one of the best. Where you can just knock
the
people
one-
down and just
that
start
detonator,
spamming at
yeah.
him.
You get the one where it does more damage mid-air as well. It's even better against obviously characters when they're flying or jumping and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. As well, but his middle ability, I think, it's just a shame that you can't run with it. I think if you could run with it, I think that'd be really OP.
Yeah.
He could
but
be
he's
like
gotta
one of
have
the
a
best
drawback
characters
though,
in the
hasn't he?
game. Yeah.
He needs to have that thing. And that thing's so annoying though, because if you're a blaster character, you can't get anywhere near him when he's got that up. It does stamina drain as well. It's a bit of a... But then again, they are stationary, so you can get a bit closer to them, which isn't too bad.
Yeah. As well as for Lando, his shock is literally I think it's for probably like 4 or 3 seconds. But the amount of time you can just stand still, what people do, and just spam at their head, you can probably take off like 3/4 of their health. And his middle ability, you can track for like up to 5 people as well, and it does like 200 damage per hit. So if you see a lightsaber, so if you see a lightsaber that can that's not blocking, just the easy 200 hit and 1 shock, you could probably kill them. Like a full health Vader. And as well as this smoke as well, I didn't even notice till Happy explained it, but
Oh yeah.
apparently it stops the tracking of
Lightsabers.
lightsabers, yeah. So they don't
Right.
actually track you from they don't actually track you, which is pretty good, so you can roll away, for example.
Super good, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the most underrated character in your guys' opinion?
I like Yoda.
For me, I'd say Yoda. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, Yoda. Okay, fair play. How come?
Yoda's really good, but he's just not many people play him.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, it's Yoda. He's got a dash. Yes, that's pretty cool. And he's got like his health just disappears. In all honesty, like when you start getting hit as Yoda, you will die really, really, really quickly. So, like, it's not the best. But I mean,
I think
if you know how to play him, his dash can go through enemies, like his F attack,
Oh.
or to you guys R1.
Hmm.
So it's quite useful. It goes through their block, deals a solid like 30 damage, and you can use it to get around the place. And you're tiny, so people can't see you that easily.
And as well
Exactly.
as he's really good in the supremacy modes or the galactic assault, just because of his health. So you can
Yeah.
probably boost everyone's health by 100, and it's really beneficial.
Yeah.
or for like PvP and other stuff. Or
Mine's Bosk, right? Everyone clowns on Bosk, but he's actually pretty fucking sick.
His bombing
Oh.
mode when he goes into the hunt.
Yeah, exactly. You can just wipe anyone. It doesn't matter. They can be a full health Luke running at you. I did this the other day, running at me. Pop down the Dioxys grenade, and then they're just like, oh, fuck, I'm in Dioxys. So they start panicking. Boom, 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 done.
Literally.
yeah. As well, like a full purple card boss is really scary to deal with, even as like a pro, like even as like one of the
Pro.
most experienced players. Like literally, if you go into and as well before there's also a glitch where you can hide the outline of the bomb, so you can't actually see where they are. So if boss lures you into the mines, that's like instantly like 3/4 of your health gone. Then just pop the micro grenades. Just shoot them. Yeah, it's crazy. You're done.
Come on. There's the little tunnels on Yavin 4. Makes me feel like I'm
Oh,
like
yeah,
killer
I know.
when I'm in there. Yeah. You gas them up. There's no way for them to go, especially if they've done that little drop down bit because they're pushing against you too hard. Nah, mate, you're dead. You are done for. Killer Croc gonna come snap your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, I feel bad for Aspirate because he hasn't really had
Yeah,
anything to
no,
say.
we should
I
probably.
mean, Aspirator's played some Battlefront. I think his
Yeah,
main
well, I
thing's
have.
For Honor though.
I have zero sort of knowledge or skill with Battlefront at all.
Who's your favourite character?
That's the thing. I'm not actually too sure. In terms
well-
of rep or like whether it is level,
You play Obi.
I play mainly I play Obi-Wan.
Hmm.
No, but other than that, I don't really play anyone.
Yeah.
So I'm trying
So
to
I
what-
play
You like Infiltrator, don't you? You said so about earlier. You play
Yeah, that's the thing,
Infiltrator when you play like the co-op and everything,
yeah.
which is
What's
well,
your
you
favourite?
play
Yeah,
on
the
Galactic,
Infiltrator's
don't you?
really good. Well, I mean, I've got gold Enforcer and gold Infiltrator purely because of Arc Trooper and Clone Commando.
Yeah,
They
man,
are
so-
they are hefty.
Yeah, Arc Trooper's good. He was really good. Especially if you use that, that little R1 ability to get the faster fire. People don't like it because obviously you heat up too fast, but my playstyle when you're just running into zones like mindlessly, it's way better.
Hmm.
By a long shot.
Well, I mean, with the Arc Trooper, you get that charge shot as well. You can literally just blow, like basically if they're not full health, you can just melt them.
Yeah.
And also because I'm quite good at timing the sort of cooldown thing. It means I can just keep doing it over and over and over.
Very nice. That's what you're looking for.
I'm just shooting constantly.
So apart from like Ahsoka or Ventress, what other character do you wish like could have been added into Battlefront 2, for example?
That's-
Oh, there's so many.
Just
Like
trying to think. It would
imagine
actually be fun.
Oh, sorry, no. What were you saying?
No, I was just trying to think who would be fun. Like, I think maybe sort of one more of the council members would be
Yeah.
quite interesting. Like
Mace
if you had
Windu or
Mace Windu,
something. Yeah, that'd be
Windu or,
really
like
cool.
Kit Fisto or someone.
Yes.
But then you'd also
Mace Windu with one
need
hand.
someone. Well, then again, you'd also need like a dark side counter.
That's
Then
what I'm trying to
again,
think who would be a dark Savage
put
Press.
Savage.
Oh,
Savage
yeah,
Press
yeah.
would be
Imagine
good.
if they put Savage Press in there. The lady on Dathomir.
Oh, the Night
what,
Queen woman or
I'm
The
trying to
Witch
remember what her
Queen,
name
yeah.
is.
I can't remember. Yeah, no, I know who you mean. I can't remember her name though.
Mother Townsend.
There we go.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think Louis.
I think it's eating his
delivery's
kebab.
arrived. Yeah, it's bad time for Louis.
Yeah, I don't
But
think
then
there's any
again,
more like.
Bad time is
who-
best time.
The dark side doesn't have as many as the light side. However, you could start.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Snoke, I guess. Snoke.
Yeah.
The Knights of
But then,
Ren.
who would the
Nobody
The guy-
really
the,
like,
the
knows
guys
them.
who got left behind in this thing. They were just they were there. They looked cool, but they didn't get used for anything else other than looking
Yeah,
cool.
exactly.
Well, that's the thing. They're in Legends, but other than that, really.
I haven't really looked into Legends too much. I've got a book about Legends literally like on my cupboard right now that I've started to
Even
read.
as like even as a blaster, Padme could even be like added as well.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Yeah.
Or
Too
you have
much-
Padme and then Zam Wessel or something.
Oh, fucking Zam
Yeah,
Wessel.
that-
Oh my
that would
God.
be
But
cool.
then again, would Zam Wessel be worth adding? Because he's in the movie, she's literally got like
Who's that
2 minutes.
spider
of
guy
screen
in the
time.
Clone Wars?
Spider guy.
Who's that? The weird guy, like the commander,
What, Ponkrell?
kind of like.
Oh
B-Tech-
no, I know who you mean. Yeah, yeah.
I know who you're
B-Tech,
talking about.
B-Tech,
Yeah.
Thrawn, but spider.
He's got like a robot arm or something.
Yeah, literally. You know what I'm talking about. He's
Yeah,
like really
I
good
know.
at strategic advances and everything. It's what he's known for.
What, not Ponkrell?
Not
not
Ponkel.
Ponkel.
Ponkel would be a good character. That's another dark side character you could use.
There you go, Trent.
Would he be? That's the thing. Would he be dark side or light side? 'Cause
Dark.
He's a Jedi, but
The,
he's
the
not.
only time he's ever appeared, he's
good.
been against like the Republic.
He's using clubs though as well. That's the best thing. They're not even sabers. They're clubs. Sexy. They're a lot wider blade.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the thing. His lightsabers are actually, like canonically, they are larger and thicker than
He'd be a good
everyone
Vader
else's.
because he'd probably have a lot of health, I'd imagine.
He'd probably basically he'd just be another. Oh, but then again, if he's not on the light side, you just have
Yeah.
2 really tanky, strong lightsabers.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
probably
we've
gonna be
missed out
pain.
a complete show that we could have in here.
I think I know.
Grand
Ez-
Inquisitor.
Ezra Bridger, Kanan
Oh, yeah,
Jarrus,
And Grand Inquisitor.
the Grand Inquisitor. Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, what characters do we have in that? And I was like, wait a minute, Sabine with the dark saber.
Oh, the dark saber, yeah.
Mandalorian, Moff Gideon.
Even Amando, yeah, even Amando.
Adult.
We completely forgot about him.
Then again,
Yaddle.
Yeah, so what's he gonna do?
Well, hey, yo,
Yeah.
Yado ain't a dude.
What, is he a yee? Wait,
Is
he's a girl?
he? Wait a
Girl.
minute.
Wait, it's a girl?
Yes.
What? When have I
What else
not?
should
How
we
have I
be
not?
talking about? Come on, man.
How have I not known this?
This man
It's
clearly
a-
didn't look at all those conspiracy theories about Yaddle and Yoda.
Oh my
Hmm.
god, this man calls himself a Star
Yaddle
Wars.
and Yoda. Yaddle and Yoda 50 years ago made Grogu.
Conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy theory, tinfoil hat is on.
They were both alive at the same thing. They're the only ones we know of their species, and
Gro-
Grogu was
Grogu
born.
has memories of the Clone Wars.
Coincidence? I think not.
Saying
Welcome
Grogu
to the Big
has
Boys
memories
Club.
of the Clone Wars.
Star Wars
Wait, this is-
theories unsolved.
This is
Oh.
still taking me by shock. That's a woman.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a woman.
You know
Oh
what? I'm
my
looking it
God.
up on the wiki.
It's a whole lot of women.
We get in the wiki.
I'm so annoyed. I've remade this thing that you guys are looking at right now, the podcast,
I know.
to overdo my spelling mistake, but Happy's refusing to change it.
I'll change
Which
it
is-
in a second. I've got to
That's a
I've got to
front.
make a new background. Put the background in the background. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it'll start like it will just have a black screen on the whole stream. I might have to just sacrifice that for a second. But I got to upload it onto my
Okay.
computer. It's really weird because I save it as a PNG, but it doesn't save as like the right PNG. So then I've got to convert it
Oh my god.
via the web, via like the internet.
Okay, yeah. Yaddle, born 509 BBY. Species, Yoda's species. Gender,
Why is it
female.
just called Yoda's species? Just get a name.
Because they
I
haven't
don't
like
know.
they still haven't like confirmed the actual species of what Yoda is.
It's been like nearly 40 years and they still haven't confirmed Yoda's species.
Part of the mystery though of Star Wars, though, isn't it? I think that's one of the best things about it.
I reckon when they continue on Mandalorian season 3, maybe we'll get some more information.
Yeah. Do you know what I think would be sick for Battlefront? If they had a Dathomir kind of battle, and you've got the Knight brothers against the Knight sisters. How sick would that be?
That'd be pretty cool, yeah. Using like
Oh my
all
God,
magic
that-
and stuff.
No, you know-
That'd be sick.
You know, like the testing ground thing that they do for the male Dathomir people?
Yes.
Yeah,
do.
imagine that. That is
Oh, yeah.
Battlefront 2 Battle Royale.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That
man,
would
I
be
just think it'd be
Battlefront
cool.
2 has-
Like,
Has a Battle Royale mode and it's fucking. Do you get to breed?
what are you, to be fair, that's the thing though, isn't it? In Clone Wars, though, isn't it? You've got the For
Yeah.
when they pick out survival
Yeah, that's
prep.
literally what we're talking about.
It's sick.
That bit where they're like, who's strong enough for it?
Exactly. Who's gonna be witched with magic?
I'm,
that'd be
I'm
kinda sick.
calling the image I've got here, Louis, the Big Boys Podcast spelling mistake, and I've put a
Oh my-
spelling mistake in there just for you.
Oh my god, thanks.
I'm having to open it in the internet though, and then save it from the internet.
No worries.
It's,
I
I'm
was
not
gonna
sure
say,
why. It's just really weird.
Aspirate's had a story he's been wanting to tell us since before we started the stream. So let's move on to the funny cat encounters of the week. And
Oh
let's
yeah.
hear-
So I was in CX or sex or whatever you want to call it.
Whoa!
Hex, for all you know. But yeah, so I was in there, the funny buy computer game shop, and so I was looking at these games, and I bought a game there, which wasn't the funny part. You know, I did manage to pick up Shut up. The,
No one got it at first. it was like,
I've got the speaking ball. My turn to speak. Yeah, no, so I was in CX, like I bought a game, but then I saw something, and I was so tempted to buy it because it was so funny. I saw FIFA 15, right? But guess how much it was for?
How much?
50p.
Yo,
Fifth.
that's not as bad as
In FIFA 15, 50p.
back
Yeah,
in the
Like,
FIFA
day.
no
9.
one wanted it.
10p at one point.
That's like
That was
it's a
Yeah.
well, I would say it's a bargain, but then again, it is FIFA 15. Saying that, I've got FIFA 80. I don't even know why. I
Exactly.
don't play FIFA, and this was like when FIFA 20 came out. I just went to the shop and bought FIFA 18, and I'm happily and content with that game.
Yeah.
I
So I think
take it
I
out like
could
every
probably-
year.
Listen, I could probably load up FIFA 16 on my Xbox 360 and still have the same experience as playing FIFA 2022, or whatever.
I mean, I
the big difference is a slight graphics difference, and that's it.
Yeah, there's
And
a
they, like, update the
graphical
players, I
difference,
think.
and the teams are updated. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
give a shit who I'm playing against. I just want to know who can kick the ball real good.
If on FIFA you don't just completely scrap a team like the Orlando Pirates of your own custom players, then you're doing FIFA wrong. Just make them so
No, what I-
stupid. Like fat
I
old
remember what
FIFA.
I used to do was, you know, there was like the Legends team.
Oh yeah,
with
yeah.
the 5 stars and all that.
Yeah,
I would
was it-
try and beat the Legends team as like India or something, which has like 1-star rating.
It's not happening.
Yeah, I just remember that was like my life goal, and then I think I beat them, but it was like 1-0 because I spent the
Penalties.
entire game. Yes, I probably would have won on penalties, but it was literally 1-0 because I just spent the whole game defending because I knew as soon as they let a goal in, they were just going to let like 11 in.
it's
I
a strap.
remember playing with AJ, and my brother was stupidly good at FIFA. It was annoying. But the deal was, if I played his classic 11, he'd play as Leeds. And the amount of times I got my fucking arse beat by Leeds United was not fair. Like I
Yeah,
didn't
Lucian's
like
got
it.
deep-rooted trauma.
I do, but then we'd go on what do you call it, Injustice 2, and I'd absolutely wipe the floor with him with the power of wizard fingers.
That's
Oh,
what's it
Justice
called?
it was a good game.
Injustice is a
That's
class game.
So I guess that's one pretty cool thing about having a brother. You actually get someone to play games with.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's hard to do.
You're
it.
right,
like,
brother.
we've what's it called? Me, Raf, and Louis. We've got what's it called? We've got brothers,
You've all
older
got-
brothers,
You've all got
And-
older brothers.
but we know for a
I
fact
only
that the biggest thing they enjoyed was playing games that they could easily thrash us at.
Yeah, exactly. That was the thing.
Yeah.
I'd have to play like 5 games of FIFA just to get him to play 1 game of Injustice. What was that
Yeah.
kind of like stonks he was running?
Exactly. Like my brother would sit there and be like, "Oh, let's play Modern Warfare 2." I'm sitting there at the age of like 8, going, "Yeah, sure." And then he'd just sit there and
Yeah,
camp, and he'd be
yeah,
like, "Oh, quick scope," and I'd be like, "What? What's a quick scope?" And he's just like, huh, "I don't know, but you're dead now." I was like,
It's like,
"What is this
No, for me-
strategy?"
For me, it was
welcome
much.
to Clown College.
For me, it was much worse because when I was younger, I was like, I always said to my brother, "Oh, can I play? Can I play?" So then he always like get a controller, but back in the day, he used
Would
to
it be
plug
like-
in the controllers, but he never plugged it in.
Oh.
So I thought I was just playing. So I thought I was just playing as one of the guys. But then I
Clown.
just realised it was just my brother.
Just say, did you not
Oh,
realise
God.
that told him he's not going the right direction?
I
What
was
is
like,
this?
I was like, yeah. I
Oh,
was like,
fucking retard, baby.
I was like 6 then.
Oh man.
Raph was just happy to be included.
Yeah. I
Hey,
think
I
He's happy
remember
to be there. Participation
Yeah.
awards.
my PS2
The gold
experience
star for
was,
you.
It was shelf, right? But we had obviously PS2 was wide controllers. You could sit on the floor, but you know when it's 7 o'clock and you're staying up past your bedtime, shush, don't tell mum. You want to sit on the bed, but you don't want to sit on the bottom bunk bed. You want to sit on the top. But what would happen? You'd have to sit so far on the edge of the bunk bed at the top, like you might as well have just been fucking standing up. Because what happens if you tried sitting back, the fucking PlayStation will come crashing off the shelf. There you go, mum busting through the door like some fucking DEA cop. Like, fucking, what are you doing? Freeze!
Have you paid your telly license?
Literally.
BBC iPlayers like walk in there with a wet tissue. You're like, have you paid your TV license? And you walk through it. They just go, have you got a TV license? Yes. And it's like, okay, nice.
Right.
There you go.
You guys,
But why don't you back?
you
Literally, just why don't you back that up with a source? My source is I made it the fuck up.
Your TV license is just drawn on a fucking McDonald's napkin. TV license.
How much even is a TV license? Just out of curiosity.
Like 200, like 150, 200 quid a year or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I do mine monthly. I think it's like 20 quid a month.
Oh my
Mm.
god.
Adult
But
thing.
the sad thing is, I don't even need it because I don't watch regular TV or I don't watch iPlayer. It's just
I
like,
don't think
why do I?
anyone really watches TV anymore.
Oh, it's all Netflix now, isn't it? It's all
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
literally.
literally.
Plus.
Even
Is
that's like, even that's going up as well. Like up to like nearly, like I think Netflix now for like the most premium one is like £15 a month, or even probably even more, maybe.
playing the most premium one. Why are you some rich kid?
No, I don't pay premium. That's why I'm just wondering.
No,
That's
No,
like-
I
My
just
brother
use
had
the-
to.
Raph has fucking YouTube Premium.
Oh, I'm joking.
Who told you? Who told you
Just
this?
silent.
I saw your laptop. I saw your
Oh,
laptop massive YouTube Premium up there.
What's the difference
like,
between regular
hmm.
and premium?
He doesn't get ads.
So
you
and,
don't get ads,
He
that's
can
it.
like listen to things while off the app. I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
You can
see,
listen to things off the app. You don't get ads, and there's like one other menial thing. Oh yeah, you can download videos.
You get YouTube Music as well, which is kind of like it's like the Beats Export,
Which is just shit.
Apple Music, but it's not
it
bad.
sounds alright
Yeah,
though.
it's
just
bad though, because I remember trying to use YouTube Music, thinking, oh, I'll be able to close the app with it. No, can't even do that. Make you pay for premium. Fuck you.
For me as well, it's just downloading. Like also, like you get to download stuff as well. So if I'm like
You get to
on a
pirate
long life,
music.
basically there. For everyone like back in the day,
Pirate
like
song.
proper piss ways late.
Louis, would you steal a car?
Steal your nan's car, just run over your
Did you
left
steal a
toenail.
car? Piracy is still.
Oh yeah, exactly.
who remembers like that ad of it's like back in the day when you used to like rent a movie at like Blockbusters, and you'd always see like an ad saying like, "Do not steal this like movie. Like pirating is like bad." Does anyone
Yeah.
remember that?
It's
I
like
think
you
that's what
wouldn't
it's-
steal a car.
Yeah.
Remember that, yeah.
And it
No,
had the really like weird like music sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this is a bit unrelated, but do you remember those like old PSA videos and ad campaigns and stuff? Like, I don't know if Louis is too old for this because he's like a boomer. But no, do you remember the Think one where it's like kids that would get hit by cars and stuff?
Yeah, yeah. No, that was
Yeah.
my era. Yeah. I don't know if you guys remember the hedgehogs. There was a hedgehog advert, and it was a Green Cross Code thing, and it was singing the whole time. And this hedgehog, right, went to a zebra crossing, pressed the button, and waited for the green man, and then got fucking zoomed by a great big van. And it's like, this kid did nothing wrong. Like, obviously, he just didn't look, but it's
It's
like,
just like this is
what
the
the
rule.
fuck?
If you follow the rules, you might
Yeah.
not make it anyway. Be careful, kids.
You have to look. You have to look. It's like what the van was at fault. I remember those ones when I was younger, and it's proper traumatic. There was like those weird kids with like the black circles around their eyes, and they had like a broken arm and a
Yeah.
broken leg.
The
Oh.
Think, yeah, that was the Think ones. I remember those. Those gave me nightmares. You know,
Yeah.
having mental
Yeah.
illness and disturbing imagery do not go well.
Oh man,
It's like-
fuck that.
They were some of them were scary.
Oh man, let's lighten the mood a bit on these funny encounters, right? So you know how everyone that goes to Mackey's and they try and order things off the secret menu that just doesn't exist, right?
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I found a
What,
picture of it. I'm
Yeah.
I'm putting it in. I'm putting it in the chat.
You, but I work at Costa, right? And I thought we haven't got a Neapolitan milkshake. That just brings back PTSD, Aspirate. Fuck you. But we haven't got a Neapolitan milkshake. So I took it upon my dumb self to go and make a Neapolitan milkshake today, and it was the best thing I think I've ever made at Costa. Like,
You should tell them to add it to the menu or
My
something.
Neapolitan
Exactly.
milkshake.
but you have to like add it to the book, company standards book.
Yeah.
Just slap a little photo up at the top that just says Neapolitan milkshake, and then just make it one of your specials and take a slice of the profit. I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
don't take a slice of the
No
profit.
worries.
Hi Costa, how are you?
I'll be sat there in my little top hat, like, gentlemen, hello,
Gentlemen.
No,
Neapolitan
no, this is-
milkshake button.
for me, this is the funniest thing. So I saw on TikTok this thing saying like, oh, at Costa, if you order a large, like the mug's got fucking 2 handles. I said that to Louis, and was like, can you confirm?
Can
And
Yeah, yeah.
what did you come back with?
It
Yeah.
genuinely is, yeah. Literally,
That is-
the large, you get these two
You're
pounds.
fine.
It looks like a fucking
You've got, like,
trophy.
this little, you've got a little fucking cauldron.
Literally, like the small's like just like what you'd imagine a regular. A regular's like, okay, this is kind of big. Large is like a fucking bucket. Like, if you ever have
It's
to go
literally
take one over to a
big
table,
gulp.
you've got like a tray full of like 4 of them. You go and take it over there, and it's fucking heavy. And then you go back over there later on, and they've had like 1 sip, and you're like, are you serious? Now I'm gonna take the fucker back. Oh
Like-
man.
It's
So
Harry
what's like the
Potter.
No, the
longest
worst-
like what's like the longest like order you ever had, or like your worst like customer experience? Like have you
Well,
ever had like a Karen like come up to you, it's like, oh, this is not warm enough, or something, or like something like that?
Oh yeah, we have one today. So a baby chino, right? What it
Oh yeah,
is,
maybe
is
Chino.
it's basically you get a hot chocolate or a milk one. It's like a kid's one, so it's gonna be colder, right? I'm not gonna do a kid's little hot chocolate 140 degrees like these adult ones, right? And so I think you do it about like 100 degrees, something like that, so it's gonna cool down or something stupid. But this lady comes back and she's like, "This is barely warm." I'm like, "You fucking expect warm?" It's like, you know, it's a baby chino. And I was like, "Yeah, well, of course it's still gonna be warm. It's baby chino." She's like, "Could you warm it up, please? You just stick the nozzle in there for our coffee machines and warm it up." I'm like, "No, I can't stick the fucking nozzle from this coffee machine and steam this little
Oh.
tiny cup." I had to fucking remake it
You-
while she was staring at me the whole time. I'm just like, "Fuck off."
Oh my
She was
god.
in there for
No,
your
it's
soul.
just-
Yeah, exactly. You can feel
See,
the eyes on the back of
you
your
should've-
head.
No, what you should have done was you should have just gone ahead with it and then just watch when she complains again about how it scalded her child and you're doing a disservice. It's like, well, you asked for it hot.
My child's crying in the background. There's in the background you see the kids sitting there going, "That was fine."
And on his DS, yeah, it just doesn't care.
This is
Yeah.
fine. This is fine.
Oh man, what's the other thing? We had another one as well the other day. So after a certain point, we do takeaway only because we're stupidly understaffed. And old guy comes in. It's always the old people, by the way. They're always the worst. He comes in, and I go, "It's takeaway," and he goes, "Yeah, that's fine." He goes, "What's up? Is the dishwasher on strike?" And I go, "Yeah, something like that." And on the front counter, we got these plates, obviously for the coffees and stuff. And obviously I did his stuff, and he was like, "I want it on a plate," and he got so angry. He's like, "There's bloody plates there. I want it on a fucking plate." It's like, "Oh, gotcha." I'm like, "Jeez, Grabs, calm down, feel a stroke on me."
Did
But
you
no,
actually swear?
no, he's fucking shouting. Obviously, I didn't say that because you know I got to be good.
Gotta
But
be good
this
at
is
voice.
lady,
Trouble.
this other
I've
lady
got no
stands
picky.
up for me. It's like, you know, when your mum's standing off and your grandma stands up, and she's like, "Leave him alone!" She fucking starts shouting at this old man. And I'm like, "What the fuck is going on? I want none of this." And eventually, the old guy just like took it on the chin and just had the takeaway stuff. I was just like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" And the old lady was like, "You dealt with that perfectly," and put a fiver in the tip jar. I'm just like, "Yo,
Oh,
grandma's got me."
Yeah.
Oh, man.
She's letting you. She bought you that bab.
Do they give you
Exactly.
like a look when they walk in, like, "I'm here to ruin your day"?
Yeah, you do.
I can imagine
the
that.
other
So
thing
it's
as
just
well-
like, babs, this bab's for you, Grandma.
Yeah, exactly. Just for you. Yeah, the worst
Just
one though.
babs is fucking Donna kebab.
The worst one's when they come in. They've walked past the sandwiches, right, and the toasties. Past them, they look at you dead in the eyes and they go, have a ham and cheese toasty, please?
Oh,
You're
they can't
like-
be bothered to get it or something.
I'm like, are you serious? Do you think I got some Mr. Tickle arms to reach round the back of that fucking fridge and then grab it and then I'm just like, fuck off? And you're like, you're gonna have to go and get it. And as they're walking back, every Costa worker does it. Don't even pretend. They just under their breath just go, nope, every time. And they come back and they're like, oh, there we go.
Costa's
oh no, I
watching
got
this stream
no-
right now, Louis. How do you feel?
It's just like, fuck you. Oh man. Oh man. Can somebody, one of our lovely mods, get rid of this dude, this clown? Thanks. Yeah, no, literally, working Costa's fucking class. It's so funny.
It sounds like
So
it.
how
I
many
mean,
people?
There's a part-time job at the Costa down the road. Do you lads want to get a job, seeing as you all live like literally next to each other? Should we
I
get
think
part-time jobs?
literally over the summer I'm getting that job.
Come on then, go work at Costa, boys. I'll get transfer up there.
That's the thing. There's literally a Costa at the end of my road. Well, it's also at the end of Happy's
It's at the end of my road
Literally,
as
it's
well.
like-
It is
No, that's the thing.
ridiculous. Easy. Make coffee and you make cold drinks. Make tea.
Mm.
It's fucking easy.
It's just like
Easy tip.
we should do it. Happy, if you get a job at Costa, better give me a disc. I'll do it.
Happy's now. He's getting a job at Costa now. But the only sad thing is though,
No, I'm.
like 6 months before you get the discount card. It's like, you serious?
Hmm?
You serious?
You're
Come on.
against it
Take
so that
drinks
you
for
can't
free.
just take.
Wait, so
take
Louis,
the
you can't just
discount.
make one for free?
No, I can. Yeah, when I'm on shift. You're only supposed to have 2 small ones, but
No,
everyone
no one gives a shit.
reasonably new.
So
I
what if
go,
you just
I'm practicing. Don't mind me, just practicing this drink for the 8th time today.
The last thing, why don't you just what's it? Like 2 mediums or whatever, or it's like 2 smalls. Yeah, sure. No, that's 1 large. Yeah, 1 large.
People, honestly,
Cool.
they say it, but nobody pays attention to it. So yeah, no one needs to know. How are they ever gonna know?
They're not
Catch me
gonna know.
first. I'm like, I'll whip it.
Fetch me, bitch.
To be fair, there was something happened today, and it went proper sad. So there was these lads that came in. One of them had the shakes really bad, and this guy's probably like 16, 17, probably about your guys' age. And he had the shake so bad, like he had coins over. I think he had like anxiety, or maybe he had something up with him. He had the coins over, and he's shaking his hand so much. And I was like, all right, something, okay, he's got something. And he's gone to the table, and he's taken the lid off this takeaway cup. And obviously, where he's got the shake so much, it's gone fucking everywhere. His mates just ribbing into him.
Aw.
And I'm like, are you serious? I've gone over there, I've sorted it out, and I felt so bad for him that I went and gave him a fucking free hot chocolate, and I was just like, I feel bad that his mates are taking the piss out of him that bad. Like, I know he's taking it on the chin, but still, it's like, these aren't your mates, you know what I mean?
Louis talking about all these nice things he's done, and Costa's just writing down, gave away free hot chocolate, £5.
Exactly. It was like
He's
£3
just
eight.
like, so then Louis goes into the board meeting.
You're
the
gonna
next
get a
day,
bill
like,
at
"Oh,
your door like
how
tomorrow.
about this?
I don't care. I mean,
What?
if they get the arse, I'll pay for it. You know,
I don't think they will. I don't think they really care that much.
Exactly. It was a nice thing to do for this lad, because like I say, he was.
At the end of the day,
Felt so
it looks
fucking
good for their
bad.
business anyway, doesn't it? People will be like, oh, I'll go back there.
Nervous with a smile.
So that's the thing, like, you need to be nice to customers. But
Mm.
it's also just a thing of having to be nice for shit customers as well.
That's
And
the
you're just
bad.
like, I don't fucking want to, like, mate, I want to cave your head in with a fucking espresso machine.
Exactly. Double espresso right
Castalk
up the
has just
chin,
come
mate.
out as a hidden FBI agent for Costa. Aspirated
Did
you
you
of not
see
getting
it?
that job.
He's like the Costa Gestapo. He's coming for us.
We have aspirated
Oh,
on
dear.
recording just saying he wishes to cave in somebody's head. That's just
An
intense.
espresso machine.
Is what it all people.
I don't work at Costa.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Yet. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be like steaming. Like instead of using a mug, he's gonna have like some carved out skull, and he's gonna be steaming like the brains.
This is gonna be a skull with fucking coffee in it.
Oh, yeah.
And you're gonna know what's happened.
Call it our Halloween
Yeah,
special and just walk, just walk away.
Actually,
The
talking about
Halloween-
special, I
The
don't want to
Halloween
be
special and it's just Louis' fucking skull.
TBBC skull. Yes. Oh man, talking about a
Put a little
special.
fucking top hat.
Exactly. There's a Kit Kat hot chocolate right now. Don't get it over ice because the ice one's shit, but the actual hot chocolate is fucking sexy. I mean, the max size to do it is a medium, but anyone who's got the time to go to Costa, I recommend.
I'm going tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
How you feeling, Kat? You up for a Costa run tomorrow morning before we do revision?
You
Let's
know
see enough fighting, maybe.
Happy? I'll join you. What time are we doing it?
10.
Photographic evidence.
I'll be
that's
up for
the-
that.
No, Louis, as well as like with you working in like a coffee shop, I remember seeing back in like 2015, like Starbucks, people were like getting angry with like making like a unicorn frappuccino. I know that's in Starbucks,
Oh,
but apparently it took like
wasn't that
so
like a-
long to make or something. Yeah, it was like
Wasn't that
for
like a
limited time
quote-unquote, like,
only.
hidden item?
Yeah,
Like,
What is it with all these
menu
hidden
item.
items that people just can't get in their head that just don't exist?
yeah.
Hey,
Mm.
we get those stupid people that just go the long way around ordering something. Like we had someone come in the other day and he was like, "Do you do caramel coffee?" I was like, "I don't do caramel coffee, but I do coffee and I do caramel syrup." He goes, "Ah, okay, I'll have one of them." And I started making it, right? Started doing. Oh, but can I have that iced? I just fucking finished making this like obviously hot coffee. I fucking looked at him like, "I'm gonna stab your nan and feed her to the wild dogs out back." Anyway, obviously I didn't say that. I just thought it in my head. And
No
did his
feeder to
coffee.
Gerald out back.
Yeah, exactly. We have some weird people, man. Weird people. But everyone always tries ordering off secret menus and it's whack. It's just like, doesn't exist. I can try and make it, but
Have you
it's
ever
gonna
had
cost
someone
you,
come in and do like a TikTok in the?
Oh
you
my
get
god.
people that take photos
Yeah.
all the time of their Costa drinks at Costa Day, and it's like, fuck.
Oh, it's all the good. No, it's all like the women as well.
Oh, you
Just thinking.
do it. Fucking supposed to do it. It's bad.
Do you ever get like what's it called? Have you guys got like a you know like you get like the Costa at and then the location, sort of like Instagram sort of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get that.
Uh,
one.
Has your
at.
Costa got its own Instagram?
I don't think it has, but we have like, get tagged and stuff, and it's just like, I don't know if we've got one. It's just like at Costa, and it's
They're like
fuck
all
off.
like drink
question
quiet
is-
and then your name, and it's just they're like hashtag gotta represent this man makes
Yeah,
it the
exactly.
best, and it's just like oh please,
I did
I
get
wonder if
told
we
the other
can
day I
find
made it
some-
better than the other girls, which was quite good.
Louis
Wink to them.
supremacy.
The added
Can we
secret
find
like,
pictures of
ingredient.
Louis in someone's TikTok if they tagged Costa?
Well, it's
Yeah,
got-
no, what do you
Louis
mean?
serving up a storm.
The unicorn caramel strawberry sprinkle frappuccino doesn't exist.
I can probably do you strawberries and cream caramel.
What do you mean the peppermint art one
I
doesn't
don't,
exist?
I don't know what the unicorn thing is. I don't get that.
The unicorn frappuccino. No, that's like a Starbucks thing.
Yeah, I know it is. Well, I can do a strawberry and caramel thing. It's just gonna taste like shit. Just gonna say it now. You want something good? Get This is the best thing to ask for is a mango and passion fruit cooler, but with some peach syrup in it. That slaps.
What about a salted caramel frostino?
Oh yeah,
Caramel
that's
frappuccino.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, those are good, but make sure you get the cream on it.
Yeah,
Cream
no,
on it and
you
the-
got to get the cream on it, obviously, but like it's so nice. It's what I get when I go there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And the
Get it
Terry's
with or
hot,
without-
Terry's
With
hot
also,
chocolate.
yeah.
I'm not a
do
big
that.
fan of
Good one.
orange. I'm not a big
Do
fan
that.
of orange chocolate. I never have been like the orange like stuff, the orange chocolate things they used to get for like Christmas and stuff. I've never ever been a fan of them.
Boys.
I know that's a crime to Ben because I know he loves them, but he just never been a fan.
You know, I'm not gonna lie.
Another one.
You are like speaking Picasso to me.
Speaking Picasso, like chocolate orange.
Yeah. Yeah, I
You
hate
are
it.
doing that shit in coffee.
Yeah, why?
It's a
You're
hot
like-
chocolate.
You're literally
It's a
you're
hot, it's a
making
hot chocolate
up
made with orange.
name.
Chocolate orange.
No, like
It
you
just
are
seems
making up names
disgusting.
at this point.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Let's not attack the Terry's orange hot chocolate. Let's attack the after rate hot chocolate they made.
The what?
If
The
anything. Do you
They
got-
call it after
Uh,
8, yeah, I eat them shits at 9 o'clock. I eat them at 7:59.
Bruh. Oh. I think Livy's gone to eat his kebab.
That's
I
it,
know,
Louis
now-
just
now-
nomming down on his
Still
Yeah.
hasn't
It's
arrived,
bad
right?
time.
This is like 30 minutes late. I am debating calling the fucking restaurant.
Oh, Louis, you don't even understand. Let's go on one of my encounters. I was round my girlfriend
Oh.
Banks, and honestly,
Oh,
we sat there.
girlfriend!
Alright, calm down. And I was sitting there. Don't get jealous, Ref.
Yeah, sorry, continue.
Um,
Like,
I was round my
Continue.
girlfriend's house, and we ordered five guys, I think. If I remember correctly. When I
maybe
say
it was
we
like
waited,
4 or 5
we waited
guys.
3 hours. They kept saying it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. It never came. Never.
I would have
Did you
fucking.
get a
Just like
refund?
my wife.
Yeah, we got a refund,
Yeah.
but that was just like saying that it was gonna come. The second we deleted, like we cancelled the order, they messaged going, "Oh, sorry, we couldn't fulfill your order," and it was just like, you literally took you 3 hours to do
that.
anything about it, and I'm not waiting. So the second I sent that off, I was like, I'm not ordering from there again. I can't lie. And also, I've had so many occasions like that.
I mean, Five Guys is really nice, just expensive. Like, I think
Yeah, it's-
£13 for like a burger and chips, not even including the
Right.
milkshake,
Right.
because it was a bit
I think
much.
it's like 20. Like, I could literally end world hunger at McDonald's for the same price it would cost to feed my family one Five Guys.
Yeah.
Five Guys is
Yeah.
like restaurant expensive, but the fast food feel.
Yeah.
Mm.
You
It
know,
is
that's the thing,
nice though.
feels-
It is better than
like,
McDonald's.
it's
in my
far
opinion.
better than. Like, it's way better than like McDonald's and Burger King and shit. But it does not feel like I should be paying 30 quid for a meal.
Yeah.
From there.
Yeah.
Especially when I could go to McDonald's on the other side of the food court, get more for 10 quid. Like, I could literally eat myself to the fact even I feel like I'm going to be sick, and that's only cost me a tenner. Whereas I can feel slightly underwhelmed for 30 quid.
I think the best thing about Mackey's is they always fuck up my order. So I get somebody else's
Yeah,
food,
no,
I get to keep that, then they send me my food, and then they give me a full refund. It's-
no, I was at like this big shopping centre, like near where we live, and well, kind of close to where I live. I had to get the bus there for like half an hour, but besides the point. And I was there, right, and I was like, you know what? Let's go Macca's, like, just get a couple bits while I'm here. And then, literally, I was checking my order like 3 times. I was like, oh, order number 63. Like, yeah, that's me. Go collect the order, and I'm literally looking at the receipt, looking in the bag. Have they missed anything? Because the amount of times they miss your foods, it makes me sad.
yeah.
It's funny whenever like they get to like 69, everyone's like, "Oi!" What's up?
It disheartened me so much. Like, one time I've been 68, another time I've been 70, and I'm just sitting there crying like, why? Why couldn't I have been the funny number?
I've been the
So-
funny number before, but no one did anything about it.
Yeah,
No.
same.
It was just
Not-
silent. They're like, order number 69, nothing. I was like, oh, okay. Went
I
to
think-
Pindatas.
I don't think even the employees would find that funny, because they probably handed out like 5 order 69
So they probably done some.
that
stupid-
day.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
His kebabs are
I
right.
think it's food, right? Yeah.
Abs here.
He's
Abs
actually
here.
Yeah.
This man has kebabs so much.
I mean,
So you
I
have
don't
them
even
more
like.
than Mr.
I don't even
Labour,
like.
are you?
Yeah. I don't even like
No, man,
KFC
live your life,
anymore. I'll be honest.
Ah.
Right, I'm
No,
coming
I
to your
haven't-
house. I'm
no,
coming
like,
to your house with a knife. Your execution date is
No,
10
but like,
PM
it's
tomorrow.
it's more expensive than like your local chicken shop, and you can get like more as
Yeah,
well, and
but-
it's like nicer.
True.
It's expensive as well, like all like the new stuff, but
Not gonna lie, I haven't
local
been to
chicken shop-
there in a long time. I don't really go like fast food
Then again,
all the time.
that's the thing,
Yeah.
I don't get fast food often. It's like twice a month at the most. But when I do, you want to be getting the best you can. Unless
Yeah.
it's literally like, oh, we're just driving home from somewhere, we're hungry, we can't be bothered to find a proper restaurant, so let's just go Macca's. Like,
No,
but
then
when-
that's like when you're just too hungry to give a shit what you're putting in your mouth.
No, but when you
That's
were
what it
younger
is.
as well, there's like whenever you used to like drive
Mm.
past like a McDonald's or something, you're always like, "Mum,
Yeah.
come on, come on, please."
Donald's. Now,
Yeah.
speaking of McDonald's, slightly unrelated, but in Japan, apparently Ronald McDonald is too hard to say. They'll be Ronaldo McDonaldo,
That sounds
and
Spanish.
that's apparently too
Bro.
hard for Japanese people. Do you know what they changed it to? Donald McDonald. Like what? There's no difference.
Just got here. I mean, it's an hour late, but that's not the point. It's so good. That's raspberry iced tea slaps. No tea in it. It's just syrup and water. I don't even care. Happy.
Did you have to warm it up, or you just
I know.
try?
Feels warmish. Did someone write Adam on my Coke bottle? In fucking Adam. What is this? Wait, it says Louis on my
No.
drink.
No, do you remember? Have you ever been in like Starbucks or something, and then they like ask you like your name? Do you put your actual name or do you put something
No.
silly?
No, I always do something silly.
Yeah, that's
Of
thing. I
course
mean,
you do.
What was the one I did last time?
Order.
I've done Kunt before, so COONT. It's good.
Order for my cock. What?
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, I always do silly stuff. You have to do silly stuff though. Do your actual name. You're actually just a sad white girl.
I mean, I use a different name mainly because no one can fucking spell my name. No one in the south of England can spell my name.
It doesn't
I think
seem
your
that
name's
hard to
spicy.
do.
So... No, it doesn't seem hard.
Here we go. BENDE.
Whoa.
Got it right first time.
Uh,
Jeez.
I've got soggy chips. What the fuck is this?
that's what you get for calling me a bender,
Bad
mate.
customer service.
It's Costa.
It's taken an hour.
Taking an hour. I've got.
You gotta refund it. You gotta refund it straight.
Wet ass chips.
Refund it.
Fuck wet ass pussy. We got wet ass chips. What is this?
He's got whap. Not whap. He's got whack.
Fucking whack.
You watch.
Match.
Watch wet ass chips.
Them wet ass chips. Oh.
When do you guys like normally like order like a pizza from like a takeaway? What's like your go-to one? Because like they're the main three, like Domino's, Pizza Hut, and like Papa John's. Which one would you go for?
Ah, fuck that one.
I'm a Domino's man, but it does get pricey pretty quickly.
Yeah. No, I'd have to
Down
agree.
here, yeah, super pizza, right? These pizzas like 32 inches plus. You get like.
Right.
No, have you seen? I can't remember where it is. There's this place up in like Manchester, and it does like mega pizzas, and they're like 50 inches or something.
Yeah.
They're like a meter and a half long or something ridiculous.
You can get some of these from Super Pizza. It's mental. You can get like cheese and pepperoni stuffed crust on it as well, which is good.
No, the only reason why like I go Domino's for the cookies, like after those cookies, I don't know what they put in them, but they slap so hard.
Okay.
So they
It's like
probably
the
put like
best ones.
children's souls in them or something.
Children's souls.
Oh mate, that's what they put in makeup, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what they put into a Disney film.
Exactly.
It's how they
Tears
use
of-
like, the tears of a child.
Tears of children.
That's
Louis,
Tinkerbell's
you've got
real.
a small child. You better start saving those tears.
Yeah, I know, right? They're magic. You can sell them on the
Sell
black
for
market.
profit. Big what? They're used for keeping Big Walter alive
Oh my god,
in
big
his little
wall.
cryo chamber.
Big wall.
You've just got Walt Disney in a little fucking Futurama jar.
I
Just
mean, he's in
full
my
of
freezer.
children's tears.
Yeah. Oh,
Wait,
man.
Futurama's supposed to come back though, which is good.
Is it?
Are they gonna bring it back?
Yeah,
They ended
they're
it,
gonna
like,
bring.
so many different times. So many like
No.
different episodes.
Yeah, they're bringing it back now, which is good with the original actors as well. But they had an issue with getting the voice actor for Bender, like the most iconic guy, and they said like they wanted to change it, but then the community was outraged because that guy made the show literally. It was like iconic
Yeah.
with his kind of voice.
He's iconic.
Yeah, but now they got it back, which is good. So yeah,
I mean, you'd have it no other way though, wouldn't you?
yeah.
Oh man, let's move on to the final subject of tonight. Favorite solo game of all time.
Ooh.
Oh,
This
that's
is
good.
hard because you've got the top kind of three contenders. You've got Fallout games. You've got like Elder Scrolls. You've got the last one, which is kind of more like open areas. You've got like kind of open world explory stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could be anything from Assassin's Creed to GTA to go to Tsushima. Could be literally anything in that last category.
Yeah. Who should we start with? Let's go with Louis.
Start with
What would
Happy.
be your one? Oh
we'll
yeah,
go
we'll
with
have
that
it.
one.
I feel like I know Happy's.
Yeah.
I know Happy's.
Do you now? Go on then. You
Mm.
three all
What should-
guess
what-
my
what-
favourite.
I'm gonna say either Skyrim or Fallout.
Now, you got to
4.
pick one. I want to see which one you guys think.
Fallout New Vegas.
I'm gonna have to go
Ooh.
Skyrim
Alas,
as well.
I haven't played New Vegas fully.
I'm gonna have to go Skyrim as well because
I'm gonna have
every
to go
time in school he
Skyrim.
always talks about it. It's just
Oh,
like
then yeah, we'll go
The
Skyrim.
amount
before-
of playthroughs
That is
man has
correct.
done.
Skyrim is so
Skyrim.
good. So beautiful.
Yeah.
I haven't played all the way through New Vegas. Fuck you, man. Go play it.
I got it on what's it called? I've got it on PS3. I've got all the DLCs on one of the discs, I think. However, I never really I played it and I couldn't get over the graphics at first. And the controller, I hated the controller.
Did you play it when it first came out or like?
No,
a
I
bit,
played it
after?
after I played Fallout 4 because I played Fallout 3. That was my first Fallout game. Then I went on to what's it called? I then went on to Fallout 4 after Fallout 3, and then after my brother was like, "Oh, you should play Fallout New Vegas. It's like the best out of all of them." And I was like, "Sure." Gave it a go, but didn't get too far into it. But I've worked out how you can use a PlayStation 4 controller on a PS3, and it makes it so much nicer. So I might play it just because Louis seemed very outraged when he heard I hadn't.
I'll be honest, I've never played it. I just know it's good. One of those things where it's one of those games I've never played, but I know it's fucking sick.
Yeah.
I mean, I have never. Okay, that's like I played Fallout New Vegas, but I only got through the tutorial. It was my first ever experience with Fallout. I was like, "Hey, where do I go?" Like, I finished the tutorial, and I'm like, "Where the hell do I go?" And secondly, literally as soon as I leave the area, I keep getting killed by like a fucking rad scorpion or something, and I'm just like, "What? People find this fun?"
I liked Fallout 4, and it got a lot of hate for the settlement stuff, and it, like so focused on that. But that was the thing that sold it for me. I loved the settlement mechanic. You know what I mean? Sick. Like having my sanctuary like a fucking full-on like military base.
Yeah, I did love that.
Like you had that one that was just sick, and then all your others like little poor people camps with just sleeping bags, and that's it.
I decked mine out fully. I got to the
No.
point where I couldn't build any more on my sanctuary.
Yeah, exactly. Same. I had a mod so I could get unlimited space.
Yep.
That was kind of good.
Right. So, would you say that Fallout 4 is your favourite single game then, or Louis?
No.
Or is it actually something else?
No, because obviously you've got the Fallout and you've got that kind of stuff. But I've got a few because the first game I really remember playing a lot of was Just Cause 2 demo on Xbox 360.
Yep.
The demo specifically.
Yeah, because you've got 30 minutes of playtime and then you'd have to reset.
Oh, it was one of those.
Yeah, I did eventually get the full game. What other games? Single player games. That was the first one I started playing. I played a lot of Skyrim. I had like 3 different Skyrims because I kept breaking. What else? Okay, got it. My favorite single player game is a game that you can play co-op or single player. I recommend playing it co-op. It's a lot better.
Is it Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga?
No, it's not. It's there's 2.
Ow.
The first one is Army of 2, 40th Day. That was fucking sick.
What's that?
I never heard of that.
So
Never
basically,
heard
it was
of
a
it.
co-op game if you wanted to, or you could play it solo. I wouldn't spoil
Alright.
the end or anything, but there was one of the guys called Rios, and I can't remember what the other guy was called. Rios was this big, fucking chunky, like guy, and the other guy was just a bit more like slick. And you could get diamond encrusted grenades. So they were gold with diamond crust. You'd throw them,
Diamond encrusted
and
grenades.
then
What sort of
the
Saints
diamonds
Row
would, like,
shit is this?
no, literally, yeah. So they explode, but the diamonds would kill people as well. And there was like hippos and weird things, and you could like make like different decisions, but they would like have effects on the outcome of the story and stuff.
I like those
Um,
games.
Yeah, no, genuinely, if you get a chance, Xbox 360 Army 2 40th Days is good. Obviously, I'd recommend playing it with a buddy, but I like playing it by myself. But you get these like cool masks as well. So I don't know if anyone's seen those yellow masks with the big white teeth on. with the black guys. If you've never seen that before, then that's what that's from. I'll move to the other one. Would have to be Crash Bandicoot, Crash of the Titans. That was fucking sick.
Oh, you
This
you
too.
constantly bang on about that game, but I
Oh.
don't really see the appeal.
Got a better one actually. Fuck that. Ready to Rumble 2 boxing. First ever game I played, and it's still my all-time favorite single-player game.
Fair enough. Ready to
Okay,
run.
you know what? This needs to be a topic for next week that I've just thought of. But favorite sort of childhood game, like the game of your childhood. That's
Well,
probably a
inside
topic for
the next
week.
one. Yeah. What about you, Asper, then?
We'll think about it.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Nothing.
Mm.
It's probably not actually Ghost of Tsushima. I really like it. Certainly
Fine.
top 3, but it's.
Top
I don't
3.
think it's
There's a
my
possibility of 2 being above it. You
They're just
monster.
waiting for
Yeah.
Skyrim, just all the time. He just wants everyone's favorite game to be Skyrim.
I don't see the
Fine.
appeal of Skyrim.
That's because
I just
you're
find it confusing as hell.
you monster.
It's good. It's quite easy to get bored. I'm gonna be
I-
honest.
Sorry.
Skyrim's good. It's just easy to get bored.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. I can't play
Side
Skyrim for more than like an hour at a time. I just get
Yeah.
bored. But I probably. I think I'm torn because I have tons of it out. I think the game I have the most playtime on, full stop, is Assassin's Creed Origins. I think across Xbox and PlayStation, I have probably by this point I have like 850 hours on it. So I've had it since launch and I've played it constantly.
Is it bash out? I bet you did a thing where you slid on a thing to it looked like a skateboarder. What was it? You sent a video.
Oh, on my YouTube video. Yeah, no, that
Yeah,
was
probably.
because I found out that, well, basically because in that game chariots are they ran out of budget when coding chariot, and it's if you can destroy one and it just explodes and you can still stand on the broken remains, and if you're on a hill it just slides and it just takes you along for it.
Nice. Takes you on a trip.
You know, chariots in that game are absolutely busted. But, you know, I do really like Assassin's Creed Origins.
One we've all passed over, which was quite a good one. Not the best. I'm not sure if everyone played it. Red Dead Redemption 2
Well,
has a lot
Yeah,
of content.
the ending was really
I haven't
quite
played the
sad
ending.
as
I
well.
didn't actually complete
I
the game.
like.
It went on for so long.
I'd probably say Red Dead 2.
You need to play that ending. It's one of the best, I think, generally.
I really
see.
like Red Dead 2. It's probably top 5, but I don't know. I like it a lot, but I don't know if it's one of my favourite.
Yeah.
But what I'd probably say is for my actual favourite game it would probably have to be Nier Automata.
I
If
don't
any of
even
you
know
have
that
What
game.
heard
is that game?
Nah, I've
Oh.
never even heard of that.
What's it like?
It's so good. Oh, it's a JRPG. Basically, the basic premise is these aliens invaded Earth thousands of years ago,
Yeah.
and they sent these little robot things to basically grab and do war for them. And humanity sort of made basically human look-alike android type things to fight for them, and that's been going on for thousands of years. And that's sort of the basic premise, and you sort of go through that. But it's got really fun gameplay.
Nice. How is it an old game or is it a new one?
It came out in 2017. So it's kind of old
They're
now,
quite-
but
Oh,
Say the
Yeah.
name again.
It's still
I
fairly
want to
recent.
look it up.
Nier Automata, NIERAUTOMATA.
Fly under the radar a bit.
Neo
Oh,
Automata on Steam. Oh, it's an age-restricted one. That's rated you naughty boy.
it's-
oh.
He's been playing that. What was it? Hentai versus whatever it was. That's his favorite.
Hentai versus furries.
No, what I gave you, I
I
sent
say
you for Christmas.
What he gifted me on Steam for Christmas.
I can't believe
Hentai
you've never
versus
seen that
furries
last
too.
one.
Never in my
No,
life.
I've never seen that.
I'm gonna buy an Xbox 360. I'm gonna kidnap you. I'm gonna go play this fucking game.
I'll just buy it on PS. Wait, do you reckon it'll be on PS2?
I don't know. PS3
No.
definitely. PS2.
PS2 or PS3, yeah. I'm watching the trailer for Nier Automata now.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
I realise we're all wrong with our solo game choice, by the way.
I haven't even.
Why? What is
I
it?
think. What is it?
Go on, Raph, what's your one?
My one's probably God of War,
One.
the newest one, just because like
2018.
yeah, because like it's like he's matured up and like the story with Atreus and his son is like probably one of the best I've
Boy.
seen. Yeah, boy,
You,
don't disobey me.
have you seen yo? Have you seen the old ones? Have you played the old ones?
Yeah, I mean the storyline.
On the PS
Yeah.
Vita.
Yeah, the storylines weren't like as good on those ones, but it was just very gory for like that time. I think there was one like
That's what people was
well,
after, though, wasn't it?
yeah, like some of them were like a bit like dodgy. Like there was like a Pandora's box or something. And like you literally beat Zeus to like you literally crushed his head. So spoiler, sorry. And then
Spoiler for
and
a 10-year-old game.
yeah, probably even longer than that now.
Well, we weren't
but-
worried about the old,
Right.
like the Star Wars films, but we're worried about the 10-year-old game.
As well as yeah, it was a really good game. Just I did the new one, but also for me my very first game like I ever played like with my brother was called Baldur's Gate. No, probably no one has ever heard of it, but it was on
Yep, never
PS2.
heard of it.
It's like one of like my most classic games of all time, and it just
Always
has like a
bust out,
special
like,
place.
Curry mix or something. I was about to like get excited, but no, Baldur's Gate. What are we doing?
Or Star Wars 2: The Force Unleashed, because that was the
Yep.
very first like solo
Yeah.
game
Good,
I
yeah.
ever had. The second one though for me.
Anyone
like,
have that Star Wars game on like Xbox Connect?
Xbox.
Like,
I think I know the one
I know
you
what
mean.
you're talking. I know what you're talking about. But
I
no,
can't
I've
remember
never
what
had
it's
it.
called, but I know what you're talking about.
I think we were wrong though with our solo choice. The best solo game ever. Don't care who you are. Best solo game is Skylanders. First one.
That is
out.
the game that defined my
That is a
childhood.
pretty classy one. I've still got the old Skylanders, like the actual like Skylander figures.
I've got them
I'm
somewhere,
gonna-
I've still got some of them. I got rid of almost all of them.
I'm gonna be honest.
I still
I've never played.
Right, you're literally the richest out of the three of us, and
Yeah, I
you've
bet-
never played Skylanders.
I was gonna say,
I
which
know,
one
it's
is
just-
like camo or something? That's what I was expecting to bust out like the rarest one.
No, I've never played it. I mean, I always saw it advertised like you had some like weird like lava dude or something. I thought it was like just pretty weird, like weird
Trigger
like back in
happy.
the day.
No, don't talk here about Skylanders. I will have you hung, drawn, and quartered.
Kept pissing up what do you call it, Trigger Happy's name to the point where I actually changed mine to Happy Trigger because that's what I kept calling him. That's to change it. So then everyone was being like,
I
oh,
didn't
it's
change the
Trigger. I was
name.
like, no, my one's
I
not.
never changed the names of mine.
Changed the hats as well. That's the thing I did a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god,
like
no, I
food.
remember the little hats where it give you like bonuses, like extra help when you ate food or something.
I love that game.
No,
I-
it's
what was your
fucking
favourite Skylander though?
Oh, that's a good question,
Yeah.
actually. What was
So
your
what do like the Skylanders do? They just have like different like abilities or like such.
They've
or-
got different.
No,
Yeah.
right.
They're like different.
You've upset me, Raph. Raph, you've upset me. I'm gonna put
Can you
it in.
explain it? Is it
Cool.
like Star Wars Battlefront 2 like heroes? Like, are they different like that? I need some term for it.
No, they're,
What it's like.
different classes, like different like kind of clans, I suppose, like where they come from, so, like life, magic, and all these other
Well,
stuff.
different
Elements.
element-based things.
Yeah, elements.
Alright.
yeah. And then on top of that as well, every single one has different abilities. I just put in our little meeting chat. What my favorite one was Zook. He was badass. He had a great big.
Oh my god,
launcher.
Zoot.
Oh yeah, I had Zook. I also had my favorite was the like like the one like looks like Zeus. Wasn't like a.
Oh,
wasn't
yeah,
like
I know
a
the
cloud.
one you mean. No,
Lightning rod. Lightning rod.
Yeah.
He looks familiar a bit.
like that.
All I know is
Of
the
the-
lava dude. And there's some other-
He
Yeah,
was one
no,
of the first ones you got. I think you got him in like the starter pack, didn't you? You got Spyro.
Start pack was Gil Grunt. and,
Yeah.
Oh my god, you got Spyro, Gilgrunt, and Trigger Happy.
Yeah. That's
I don't know
Chop.
why I
That's
remember that.
Chop and Stealth Elf in that one you've just
Yeah.
written out.
Yeah, well, no, that was just showing him what the game looked. Well, that was So what you do, they were like little toy things, and you.
Put them on the portal, yeah.
Well,
And Giants,
like
but
it just
I never really
just
played it. Like, I didn't really play it. I remember, did anyone else have Drill Sergeant?
I did. I bought it pre-owned from a game. For like £6.
Oh man, no, I had loads of them. I think I still, like I said, I think I still got them all somewhere. I had Giants, but I played like 3 levels and just didn't get into it again.
I got
I played
Giants, but
Giants.
yeah, I didn't play the whole way
I
through
played Giants. I played Giants. I liked it. The fourth, the third one. That's where I started losing steam. And I was just like,
I
yeah,
thought
this
it was
just
a lot better
isn't
than
quite as
before.
good.
I thought you'd be like, oh, you the heads, arms, legs, fully customized. No, it's just like the top and bottom half. I was like, you serious?
Yeah, but then again, it was 2012. What are they gonna do? They're not gonna be reinventing the wheel.
So could you imagine like just losing all your figures like heads or something?
Hmm.
I don't know.
Or you
I was
just
quite
own
pissed
all the project. Stop just copying the image URL. Fuck's sake.
It's
So,
fuming.
do my head in. I'm trying to get a picture. And it's not letting me.
I know as well. We were talking about old games like that, but did anyone used to like have like a wheel or something for like a driving game, or no?
I had World
What
of War.
fucking Mario Kart Wii wheel?
Because
I have.
Discord, have a look at these people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, crikey.
did everyone have like a Wii when like they were younger, or
Yeah,
everyone
was
had a
it
Wii.
like
I
more?
think everyone had a Wii.
Yeah.
Even me living on Michelle Council Estate had a Wii. Come on.
It's a necessary requirement.
Yeah.
Well, that was the thing as well. Just because the Wii was cheap and it was fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was good.
I think
I mean,
we got our Wii when I was 5, I believe, and we still have it. Same Wii. 13
You
years
still have
later.
it like plugged in,
same Wii.
or do you not have it like?
No, it's still plugged in. We still play it sometimes.
Oh, fair.
So do I. I
We
still
have
play
the
my
same
one.
controllers as 13 years ago.
Because
No,
that was just
Dick-
moved on to like the Nintendo Switch now, but
Mm.
I mean, you can't go wrong with like a classic
Well,
like
that's the
Wii game,
I mean,
like the
in our
bowling.
esports
Like,
Switch,
The old bowling, yeah.
you know?
yeah,
the
that used to be
fencing at esports
competitive back
before.
in the day. That used to be
No,
like,
Boxing.
no,
League.
Boxing, yeah.
no.
Boxing
You remember
Yeah.
was alright. It was.
No, you
fun.
remember Wii Sports Resort?
Yeah.
You remember the
Yeah,
sword
yeah.
The old
fighting?
sword
I
fighting.
was,
I
Yeah.
just
I was
yeah.
top
That's good.
quality on that. Like no
If
one
could
could
make
beat
it
me.
last long enough, like if you'd purposely lose a round, you'd get onto that tiny little circle at the top.
Mm. Oh, what? Where you'd like purposefully draw it,
Yeah,
like
to
the
get-
final round.
But there was the showdown as well, where you just basically just walk
Yeah.
and just hit them.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I used to be so good at that.
It's fun. It's good fun, man.
Mm.
I just
yeah.
realised a bit like VR now with the Wii, where you move your controller about like that. Obviously, a little bit like with VR, when you look around, that's what you see. But obviously, the Wii, when you move your controller, that's what it did. It's not
Yeah.
like now where you just sit down. You had to stand up, really.
I've got a game
No, that was a-
just like the sword fighting one, and it's just it's Star Wars Vader Immortal for the PSVR.
Oh yeah.
Basically the
They only
same.
like-
Whenever I go around your house, you play that.
Yeah.
The only like Star Wars VR game I know is the Beat Sabers thing, wherever
Oh,
it
I
is.
got
Star
what's
Wars.
it called Saints and Sinners, which is like the zombie apocalypse one. That's quite a fun one.
I still want to play Gore, but I don't think Twitch will allow it.
I don't think Twitch will allow it.
It's Twitch
Must be
just like
so
really
fun.
strict now, because like, I swear everyone's just leaving to like YouTube now or something.
Yeah, but the issue is with YouTube, it's a lot harder to get found than it is in Twitch. Twitch is much better for
Mm.
growth. Once you've got
Yeah.
that growth, then it's probably the idea to transfer over. To be honest.
As well as like there used to be like this one called like Mix or something for like a short while.
Yeah, it's still.
What was it called?
Mixer.
Yeah.
But I don't think
the
like
one
anyone
when
like really.
India signed an exclusive deal with,
Yeah, they just left because like it's like
Yeah,
I
then-
don't know. So
because
Wasn't as
it's just
successful.
bad.
yeah.
I think Twitch is the best for growth because you can go down to the bottom. Whereas YouTube, if you try and find a channel like that's
Yeah,
not
it's
big,
really
you're
yeah.
gonna find it.
There's
Stupid.
no like list of
Yeah, you can't really
people.
Is it like the algorithm as well? Like you have to be
Yeah, the
like
algorithm.
really like lucky.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah,
On
you're lucky,
YouTube, you
and
have
you've
to
gotta
keep,
pay it.
you have to pump out tons of content. They've
Yeah,
got to-
true.
Pump out
Yeah,
a
it's a-
good quality 10-minute minimum video every day to grow and actually be able to keep yourself alive.
We could
Yeah.
do it,
On
but
the-
it would be a stupid amount of editing for me every day. You know when we
Yeah,
do it
that's
like
it would
9
just be me
hours,
and Louis just sitting there editing the whole time, and
that's all
don't
it would
want
be. It
to.
just wouldn't be fun. Yeah. I'm not.
Mm.
I don't mind editing, but I'm just not big on it.
Yeah,
Um,
see, I edit for fun. I mean, I don't really edit much at the moment, but that's mainly because I have more important things.
Yeah. I mean, I speed
Like
edit.
schoolwork.
You see, schoolwork. Who? You can speed edit and stuff like that. Like the stuff that goes on TikTok. That's literally just speed edit. Nothing much. It takes me
No,
30
like
minutes.
when I'm
I see.
editing like full videos for the
Yeah.
fun.
We do our what do you call it? The Fortnite comp and stuff like that. That's gonna be like a 2-day edit job from me because I'm gonna have to get everyone's point of view, just get the perfect splice. I think that's something to talk about perhaps next time. But I think
Yeah.
we could probably put a nice little bow on episode 3. Was a little guest speaker. Yeah, I think that's gonna be all from us, guys. We'll see you next time.
Hope you have a nice day.
Adios.